how to walk with God. And you gotta trust Him. God's in the 30, 60, 100. I heard a pastor say, God's in the 30, 60, 100. But He's looking for people who will trust Him. People who will trust Him, who will walk by faith, and who will trust Him in everything. So the devil he may be cunning. He may have set up snares and traps. He said, but God is looking for people who say, no matter what, I'll serve the Lord. Because that's why I had a dream that every time the Lord would speak to me, the devil was plotting, doing these snares and these traps, hiding among the shadows. And when he found out that I saw him, he had to come out in full form. And he was like, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop. I said, if the Lord be for me, who could be against me? If God be for me, who could be against me? And so I fought with the devil, but I fought by trusting God. I said God will see me through, having faith in Him, believing and hoping and trusting in the Lord. I was able to remove his foot, remove his hand, and remove his head. And he still was talking, so I had to break his head. And that's kind of like what the Ark of the Covenant represented. Israel trusted God as long as they had the Ark of the Covenant. They trusted God and they believed in God as long as they had the Ark of the Covenant. But when they lost the Ark of the Covenant, their faith fell. Everything, they went mad and angry because they were fighting against the Philistines. It was before they had a king. And they thought, hey, they weren't doing what God said to do, wasn't obeying Him, wasn't obeying the commandments. But they thought if they take the ark, that will scare. So they had an uproar, scare the Philistines. And the Philistines, God allowed the Philistines to defeat them. They either killed 40,000 or 80,000. And they took the ark. It was like, and the Lord, first, they put it before their God, the Philistines, Dagon. And he fell, the Dagon was face down in the ground. The statue of Dagon was face down in the ground before the Ark of the Covenant. So they put it back up, right? Being ignorant, the Philistines put it back up. And then the angel cut off his head and cut off his hand. And it seemed like, man, that's what the Lord was saying. That's what the Lord was saying to us, that if we trust Him, God will fight the battle. And I guess God was showing Israel, I don't need you. I don't need nobody. I could do it all by myself. He said, I don't need you. I don't need nobody. I can do it all by myself. I can fight the battle all by myself. I can fight the war all by myself. I can fight whatever's going on all by myself. I could free you all by myself if I really wanted. But you have to trust me. And that's what the Lord is saying to us today, that the Lord can fight the battle. Even when we think our home is lost, even when we think our family is lost, even when we think our community is lost, if we walk with God, He will restore those things back to us. If we walk with God, He will give us 30, 60, 100. He'll give us 30, 60, 100. He'll give us 30, 60, 100. He'll restore that which was lost. He'll restore that which we felt was taken from us. He'll restore that what we feel was stolen from us. He'll restore that which we feel could not be replaced. God will restore everything that He said that He will restore. He'll give us everything that He promised to give us if we trust Him, if we blindly trust Him and do what He says. Like that, God told me this, devil, I'm going to stand in this, and I'm going to keep knocking you down until God fulfill what He said He's going to do. You are not going to taunt me. You're not going to tease me. You're not going to humiliate me. You're not going to intimidate me. I'm going to stand on the word of God and watch God move. Because He promised 30, 60, 100. He promised me sevenfolds. He says sevenfolds, 30, 60, 100, 30, 60, 100, 30, 60, 100. And by the way, I wanted to add to the other thing. It went up to more books. Now, altogether, the books that I read went to 39. The articles, 229. See, God bless me. I didn't think I could write that much. But God told me to endure in my master program. Because they said that they couldn't teach me how to be a teacher. So I had to leave it, but I left a scholar. And I had nothing less than a distinctive associate's, honor bachelor. And I knew how to write like a scholar. And the Lord told me that He wanted me to write many things. Some things He was going to let me write that I just was curious about. And some things He gave to me to write for His people. because I trusted God. I said, okay, Lord, I'll do what you say. I'll leave this program and I'll fight the battle. And the Lord had to build me up by having me win awards, beating hundreds of other professors, not once but twice, and beating them from articles made from the master and articles I came up on my own. And God will do that for you, but you gotta trust Him. You gotta trust Him with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. You gotta trust Him and lean not to your own sin, but all things acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path.